Namaskar, myself Pratik. In this session, we are going to discuss the concept of multiple linear regression. Let us start this session. In order to understand the concept of multiple linear regression, let us consider this dataset. Here we have a dataset of a company. Here we have listed the profit of company with some of its attribute like the amount that company spend on R&D, administration, marketing spend, and the state from which that company operates. So here we have these attributes and we wish to predict the profit of a company based on these input attributes. Here we can understand that the profit of company will be dependent on the amount it spend on its R&D, administration, marketing, and the state from which it operates. From this dataset, we can analyze that profit will be the output or dependent attribute because profit is dependent on these attributes, while R&D, administration expenses, marketing spend, and state will act as input attributes. So here we have 4 input attributes and 1 output attribute. And we have to predict the value of profit based on these input attribute. The value of profit is a real continuous value. So this will be a case of regression. In this case, profit is dependent on multiple input attribute. That's why this case is known as multiple linear regression. In case of simple linear regression, we have only 1 input and 1 output attribute. But in case of multiple linear regression, we have multiple input attributes and 1 output attribute. In both the cases, we predict a continuous or real value. In order to understand this concept further, let us consider their mathematical representation. We know that in case of simple linear regression, we can calculate the value of dependent attribute y by using this equation, which is b0 plus b1 x1. Here x is independent attribute and y is dependent attribute. b0 is constant while b1 is coefficient or slope of the line. In simple linear regression, we have only 1 input attribute, and in this case this is x1. As we have discussed, in case of multiple linear regression, we have multiple input attributes range from x1, x2 to xn. So the equation of multiple linear regression will look like this: y equal to b0 plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2, similarly up to bn xn. Here y is dependent attribute, b0 is constant, x1, x2 and xn all are n independent attributes. b1 is the coefficient for first input attribute, similarly b2 is coefficient for x2 and bn is coefficient of xn. This is the equation of multiple linear regression. The multiple linear regression model is built on this equation. Now let us apply this equation over given data set. Here we have profit, which will act as y, R&D spend will act as x1, administration expenses will act as x2, marketing spend will act as x3, and of course state will be our x4. The value of y is dependent on all these input attributes. So y equal to b0, which is the constant, plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2 plus b3 x3. Similarly, it will be b4 x4. But there is one issue in this data set. We can see that state is a nominal attribute or a categorical attribute which contain values in the form of strings. We have Maharashtra and Punjab as 2 state values for this data set. All machine learning models are statistical models which work on numbers. So we cannot directly work on characters or nominal attribute in building a model. We have to handle this nominal attribute first in order to apply multiple linear regression over this model. We have to pre-process this state attribute. That's why we have put question marks for this particular attribute. In order to process this, in order to convert these values of state into numbers, one simple strategy is to assign the code to different value of states. Here we have two values of states, one is Maharashtra and another is Punjab. So it is very logical that we can assign 0 to Maharashtra and 1 to Punjab. So in this way we can assign the code 0, 1 to n for all distinct values of the state. Now let us suppose if we have 5 values of state, then the code will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This strategy of assigning a code to unique value of state has one problem. The problem is this: the state having higher value of code will get more credit or more biased during building the model. It means that Punjab has more weightage as compared to Maharashtra in this case. It is natural that 1 is greater than 0. So during building the model, Punjab will get more weight as compared to Maharashtra. If we have 10 value of state, then our code will vary from 0 to 9. Of course, a state having a code value 9 will get more credit as compared to a state having a code value 0. We have to follow some different strategy to solve this issue. The solution to this problem is to create a column for each unique value of the nominal attribute. Here, our nominal attribute state has two unique values. One is Maharashtra and another is Punjab. The solution is to create two columns for these unique values. So we are creating a column for Maharashtra. We are creating another column for Punjab. If we have a value of state as Maharashtra, then we will put 1 in the column corresponding to that particular state, while we put 0 in all other columns. So for first row, we will have 1 in Maharashtra and 0 in Punjab. And same way for second row, the value of state is Punjab. So we will have 1 in Punjab and 0 in Maharashtra. Same way for row number 3. Row 4 has state value as Maharashtra, so we put 1 here. And in case of last row, we put 1 under Punjab. So here we have created Boolean indicators for different values of states. These Boolean indicators, or you can simply say that these columns which we have created for unique values of state, are called as dummy attributes or dummy variables. Because these columns are not in the data set, we have created it for simplification of our model or for building our model. So in regression analysis, a dummy variable is like a Boolean indicator which can take discrete values of 0 and 1 only. It indicates the presence or absence of some categorical values, and this process of coding is called as dummy coding. So instead of using state column, now we are having two columns. One is Maharashtra and another is Punjab, and these columns are called as dummy variables. So this is the concept of dummy variable. We have created dummy columns for each unique value of the categorical attribute. In this case, our attribute has two unique values, so we have created two dummy variables. It is very important to understand that during building the model, we try to capture maximum information by using minimum number of columns. So here we have two dummy variables, and these dummy variables in this case is Maharashtra and Punjab. When we have 1 in one of the dummy variable, the other dummy variable will be 0. In case of first row, we have 1 in Maharashtra, so Punjab is 0. And in second row, we have 0 in Maharashtra, so Punjab will carry 1. In simple words, the value of one dummy variable is dependent on another dummy variable. We can derive the value of Punjab by considering the value of Maharashtra, because it will be complement of Maharashtra. If we add all the dummy variables, it means that we are adding redundancy to our model, because one dummy variable is dependent on the value of other dummy variable in this case. The phenomena where one or more independent variable in linear regression predicts the value of another independent variable, then this case is called as multi-collinearity. And if we build the model by considering all these dummy variables, we would not be able to determine the effect of individual dummy variable. As a result, they would not work properly. And this problem is called as dummy trap. In simple words, if we consider all the dummy variables in building the model, then there will be redundancy in our model, and due to this redundancy, we will not able to capture the effect of individual dummy variable, and that problem is called as dummy trap. In order to solve this problem, we should consider only one dummy variable in this case. The value of Punjab is completely dependent on Maharashtra. Out of these two dummy variables, we should ignore one dummy variable for building the model. And in this case, we are building the model only on the basis of one dummy variable with code D1. So here D1 is considered as Maharashtra, and we have added a coefficient B4 for this dummy variable. So instead of building the model on two dummy variables, we are building model by considering only one dummy variable to avoid dummy trap. So finally we are able to get our equation for multiple linear regression, and this equation will appear like this: y is equal to b naught, which is a constant, b1 x1, this is referred to R&D, b2 x2 for administration, b3 x3 for marketing spend, and b4 d1, which will refer to this one dummy variable. Let us understand this concept further by taking this data set. Here in state we have three unique values. One is Maharashtra, another is Punjab, third one is MP. So one solution, we can assign the code like 0, 1, 2, but that is not a good solution because the state having two value will get more credit as compared to state get a code value 0. So instead of that, we will again use dummy variables. In this case, we have to create three dummy variables for state like Maharashtra, Punjab and MP. For row number 1, we have 1 in Maharashtra column, while for all other states it is 0. Same for third row. For fourth row we have 1 in MP, and for fifth row Punjab we have 1 in Punjab. We have converted this state categorical attribute to dummy variables. You can further understand that we can capture the same information by using only two attributes. It means if the value of Maharashtra and Punjab both are 0, it is understood that the value of state will refer to third category. So we can capture this information by using only two dummy variables, and that's why in final equation we have only two dummy variable like D1 and D2. So we can finally conclude that the number of dummy variables which are to be introduced for a nominal column having n distinct value will always be n minus 1. So this is important. If a nominal column has n distinct value, we need to introduce only n minus 1 dummy variables for that situation. In this case, column state has three distinct values. We need to introduce only n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, which is 2 dummy variables. In previous case, state has only two unique values, so n is 2. We have to introduce only n minus 1, that is 1 dummy variable. So in this case, one dummy variable has been introduced, and in this case 2 dummy variables has been introduced. So the number of dummy variable is always equal to n minus 1, where n is the distinct values of a nominal column. This is all about the concept of multiple linear regression. I request all of you to please subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorials on topics like data mining, machine learning, DBMS, big data, NoSQL and many more. To learn SQL in a simplified way, you can join this online course on SQL, which is available at Udemy platform. Same way, to learn PLSQL in a simplified way, you can join this online course on PLSQL, which is also available at Udemy platform. I have also authored books on data mining and data warehousing, DBMS, NoSQL, beginning with SQL and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available at Amazon platform. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.